Hello, and welcome back to the Tombstone News. Today, we are in the basement of a Mexican refugee. On my left, we have a man. The man, the myth, the legend, Wyatt Earp.
Howdy, y'all. My name's Wyatt Earp.
Today, our segment covers Doc Holliday. Wyatt, what did you know about Doc Holliday?
You know, I first met Doc Holliday several years ago. I was serving as law marshal. I was looking for this scumbag, this train robber. His name was Dave Rudabow. I chased him for hundreds of miles, but I couldn't catch him. Finally, I came to this town called Fort Griffin. I had an old friend of mine who lives in this town. He told me, straight up, look, if you want to catch this Dave man, there's one man in this town who knows absolutely everybody. His name was Doc Holliday. Spent his whole days gambling at the Beehive Saloon. Took my friend's advice, went inside. Sure enough, in the corner, there's a man. That was the very first time I met Doc Holliday.
So Wyatt, I heard at one point Doc Holliday saved your life. Can you tell us more about that story?
Absolutely can. It was 1878. I was serving as assistant city manager in Dodge City, Kansas. Let me tell you something. Dangerous town to be in at the time. One day, these cowboys I had previous encounters with, some dangerous fellas, they came to town, shooting their guns in the air, terrorizing the citizens. I'm sitting in my office, and I hear this ruckus going on. And you know, I'm perplexed. So I cross the street, go into the saloon. Sure enough, 3 scoundrels are in there. Guns, they have their guns held high, but then they see me. They point their guns at me, and in that moment, I was terrified. I thought they was gonna kill me. Fortunately, in the corner of that saloon was Doc Holliday, same as always, playing his cards. He pulls out his gun. Cowboys take one look at him. They know that if they mess with him, they gonna die. Had it not been for Doc, I'd be a dead man.
Now Wyatt, one of your most famous stories is about the gunfight in the OK Corral.
Absolutely true.
Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. So, it was 1881, Tombstone, Arizona. Morgan, Vigil, Doc, and I, we were all serving as law enforcement. You know, in law enforcement industry, you get plenty of dudes who don't like you. Some dangerous dudes. On that day, 4 of these men, they came at us and tried to kill us. Now, will you believe that? The gunfight lasted, I reckon, 30 seconds or so. And I will tell you, none of us got killed. 3 of them outlaws died, but none of us. In fact, I was the only uninjured man. But let me tell you, that gunfight was the most scary moment of my life, I will say. I genuinely thought we might have died. But we all survived. Them outlaws got nothing on us.
Well, Wyatt, it was nice having you on the show.
Alright, nice being here.
Up next, we have John Peters Ringo.
What? You let him? How can that man should be in prison? Can I speak to the manager?
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Here we have Johnny Ringo. Johnny, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I moved to Tombstone in 1879, that's where I first met Doc Holliday in a bit of a court case.
Can you tell us a little bit about this court case?
Certainly. So I was in a bar, you know, getting drunk out of my wits, and next to me was sitting a man. I offered him whiskey like a true gentleman, but he said he preferred beer, so I shot his ear off.
That sounds like a little bit of an overreaction.
That's what I thought.
Okay, it was not an overreaction. Anyway.
Now, I met Doc Holliday when I was in that court case. I didn't show up, of course. But by the second time they forced me, when I showed up, I saw that yellow-bellied scoundrel right in the eyes. From then on, he has been one of my worst enemies.
Now, Johnny, one of the biggest rumors going around is that you killed Virgil Earp. Is this true?
I'm not obliged to tell you without my lawyer present, but I know that Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp were after me, convinced that I did it.
Well, thank you, Johnny. Tombstone News. Today, you have now seen the interviews of both Johnny Ringo and Wyatt Earp.
What? Where's that yellow-bellied scoundrel?
Okay, we now have two wild hooligans running around shooting at each other. Security should probably get on that detail right away. But for our third and final interviewee, we have Doc Holliday's beloved wife. Young man, can you tell us your name, please?
My name is Kate Horony Cummings. They call me Big Nose Kate, among other things. I met Doc Holliday in 1877. We moved to Dodge City, and that same year, I was friends with Wyatt Earp, and he introduced me to Doc, and we fell in love because we were intellectual equals.
Meanwhile.
Alright, we're on the hunt for a deranged cowboy. What is this? What is this?
No.
Come here.
I can explain.
Oh, really?
He's out first.
I don't think he did.
I'm innocent.
Sir, we're gonna have to detain you. Sir, please.
This is murder. Come here.
Cowboy meets Japanese ninja.
Eventually.
And we're back at it again with the Arizona Tombstone News. When we left off, we were interviewing Big Nose Kate, or Horny Cummings. Now, Horny, can you tell me what your home life was like with Doc Holliday?
Well, Doc Holliday was a dentist, which means he was a smart man. He was pretty rich. He did have a limp, which was with the cane. But he just didn't understand it sometimes. He tried to fight me, both physically and mentally. Of course, I beat him every time, because...
Of course.
I mean, look at me. But seriously, he tried to fight me, and I didn't appreciate that. But in the end, he was a very smart man, so I stayed with him anyway.
Now, Kate, you're a woman. Tell me, how have you supported yourself after Doc Holliday's tragic passing? I'm so sorry.
Well, I was very sad once Doc passed away, but I went back to doing what I was doing before he passed, and before I met him. I was into prostitution.
Okay. Oh, no, we're done here. We're done. Okay, you heard it here first at Arizona Tombstone News. This is Jerry Seinfeld signing out.
This is a test. This is testing the microphone powers of our microphone.
Oh, wow. This is a test.
What do you have to say, Wyatt Earp?
Mine.
Mine.
Oh, no.
Violator.
Here, I say it again.
Oh, what? Okay, we have two random hooligans running around back there. Your name is, ma'am?
Sure thing. My name is Kate Horny Cummings.
Alright.
Hi,
Do that voice.
Kate Horny Cummings.
Otto's a little jealous because he's got two beautiful babes in his basement. And he doesn't know what to do. I mean, look at him. He looks like a homosexual cowboy. He's shaking over there, so I don't know what to do.
That's the right way to do it.
Otto.
The military.
We just randomly start shooting people.
He shoot his commanding officer.
How does this work?
You turn.